Hi students, let's continue our class. In the last class, we have studied about the digestive system in humans and the components or the compartments found in the digestive system of humans. Which are those? Buccal cavity, then food pipe or esophagus, after that stomach, after that small intestine, then large intestine and lastly anus. And in the last class we have studied in detail about mouth and buccal cavity, and after that we have studied about esophagus and esophagus or food pipe. And in the mouth there are three more parts that are involved in the process of digestion of food. They are tongue, saliva and teeth. About these also we have studied in the last class. And we have done an activity to find the action of saliva on food. What is that? In that activity what we have done? Two test tubes we have took. For that test tube we have mentioned as test tube A and B. In the test tube A we have put boiled rice. In the test tube B we have put boiled rice which is chewed for 3 to 5 minutes. After that what we have observed in the test tube which contains only boiled rice, it shows changes in color, and in the test tube B which contains chewed boiled rice, it will not show any changes in the color. Why? Because the starch which is present in the rice is converted into sugars. That's why it will not show any changes in the color. Then next we have studied about tongue. What is the function of tongue? We use our tongue for talking, and it also used for the mixing of saliva while chewing, and it is also used to taste food items. Some of the taste buds which are present on the tongue, which are those? Bitter taste buds, sour taste buds, salty taste buds and sweet taste buds. Where they are located? Bitter taste buds are located at the back of tongue, which is attached at the floor of the buccal cavity, and the sour taste buds are located at the side of tongue, and the salty next to the sour taste buds, salty taste buds are located, and at the tip of tongue sweet taste buds are located. Then about food pipe or esophagus also we have studied in the last class. That means this food pipe forms a continuous way for the food to enter into the stomach. Means from the mouth food enters, then it moves through the food pipe to reach the stomach. Up to here we have studied in the last class. Today we are going to study about stomach. See, after the food pipe, what is the organ involved in the digestion of food? That is stomach. Yes. The stomach is a thick walled bag. It is like a bag. Stomach is a thick walled bag. Means it has a thick wall. The wall of the stomach is very thick. Its shape is like a flattened J, and it is the widest part of the alimentary canal. See here, the shape of the stomach is J shape. It is flattened, but the shape is J shape, and it is the widest part of the alimentary canal. See here, this is the structure of stomach. It is like somewhat J shape. It is flattened, but it is in the form of J, flattened J shape, and it is the widest part of the alimentary canal. Alimentary canal means digestive tract or a way of digestion of food. In the way of digestion of food, it is the widest part. Means it has the highest area, wide area for the food to digest. See here, esophagus, it is somewhat narrow tube-like structure. Then intestines also, they are also tube-like structures. But this is the stomach which is widest part of the alimentary canal. Then it receives food from the food pipe, that is esophagus, at one end and opens into the small intestine at the other. Means at one end the food enters through the esophagus to the stomach. At other end the food which is partially digested in the stomach is transferred to the small intestine. That means the stomach, one side connected to the esophagus and other side it is connected to the small intestine. Then the inner lining of stomach secretes mucus, hydrochloric acid and digestive juices. See here, which are the secretions secreted in the stomach? They are mucus, hydrochloric acid and digestive juices. These are the three secretions secreted in the stomach. These are the three secretions secreted in the inner lining of stomach. Inner lining in the sense inside. Inside the stomach, these three secretions are secreted. And the mucus protects the lining of stomach, and the acid kills many bacteria that enter along with the food. The digestive juices break down these proteins into simpler substances. See here, the inner lining of stomach secretes mucus, hydrochloric acid and digestive juices. What are the functions of these three? What the mucus does in the stomach? See here, the mucus protects the lining of the stomach. See here, the inner lining of the stomach is protected by mucus. Mucus is nothing but somewhat jelly substance that protects the inner lining of stomach. Then what this hydrochloric acid does in the stomach? The acid kills many bacteria that enter along with the food. Yes, the food which we intake, it consists of some of the bacteria. Those bacteria are killed by this hydrochloric acid which is present inside the stomach. Then digestive juices, what they does? The digestive juices break down these proteins into simpler substances. The proteins which we eat, or the protein food items which we eat, those proteins are break down into simpler substances with the help of these digestive juices which are present inside the stomach. That means what we have understood now means inside the stomach, mucus, hydrochloric acid and digestive juices are present. They are secreted inside the stomach. Mucus protects the inner lining of the stomach, and the acid which is produced in the stomach, it kills the bacteria which enters along with our food. And what this digestive juice does? It breaks down proteins into simpler substances. What is the function of this digestive juice? Yes, it breaks down proteins into simpler substances. This is about stomach. And I will show you how the food enters into the stomach now. See here how food entering through the food pipe, and it is moving towards the stomach. That means food is pushed downwards to move into the stomach. See here, now it is entered into the stomach. Inside the stomach, some mucus and hydrochloric acid and digestive juices are present. See again here, the food is entering through the food pipe and it reaches the stomach. See here, inside the stomach some mucus, hydrochloric acid and digestive juices will be present. See one more time. Yes, now it enters the stomach. After the stomach, it moves into the small intestine, which is connected at other end of stomach. Yes, we have understood about how food enters from esophagus to stomach, and then after stomach how it move towards the small intestine. We have understood now. Next, after the stomach, which is the part involved in the digestion of food? That is small intestine. Let's study about small intestine now. The small intestine. See here, the small intestine is highly coiled and is about 7.5 meters long. See the size of this small intestine. How much meter? 7.5 meter. It is a highly coiled, means it is like a spring, or it is coiled with more number of coiling structures. The small intestine is highly coiled and is about 7.5 meters long. The size of this small intestine is 7.5 meters. See, just imagine the height of your height. It may be 4 feet or 4 point something, or a 5 feet. Sometimes some of the people are having 6 feet height. See the size of this small intestine, 7.5 meters. 7.5 meters. That means it is very long. It receives secretions from the liver and the pancreas. Small intestine receives secretions. That means some of the juices or some of the digesting materials it receives from liver and the pancreas. Besides its wall also secretes juices. That means small intestine also secretes some digestive juices. Along with that, it receives some secretions from the liver and pancreas. Where these liver and pancreas are located? Let's learn. See here. The liver is a reddish brown gland situated in the upper part of the abdomen on the right side. See, in your body, at the right side and at the upside of the stomach, this liver is located. Right side. Right at the right side of your body, this liver is located, and it is located or situated at the upside of the upper part of the stomach. It is located upper part of the stomach. This reddish colored structure is visible now. This is liver. It is liver. See, it is the largest gland in the body. Yes, it is the largest gland in the body. Glands are nothing but these glands secrete some juices and some secretions in the body. Glands. You will study about glands in the higher classes. And this is the largest gland in the body. It secretes bile juice that is stored in a sac called the gallbladder. Inside the liver there is a sac. There is a sac is present which is called gallbladder. Which is called gallbladder. This liver secretes bile juice. That bile juice is stored in a sac. That sac is called gallbladder. That means inside the gallbladder, the secretion which is secreted by the liver is stored inside the gallbladder. And the bile plays an important role in the digestion of fats. This bile which is secreted by the liver plays an important role in the digestion of fat which we intake in our food. The fat food items which we eat, it is digested by the bile juice which is produced by the liver. See, in the stomach, digestive juices will be produced. Those digestive juice, they convert protein into simpler substance. But the fat which we eat is digested by the bile juice which is secreted by liver. See here, this is liver and the gallbladder. It is present inside the liver. It is a sac-like structure present inside the liver. The secretion which is produced by this liver, that is bile juice which is produced by this liver, is stored inside the gallbladder. And this is stomach, this is large intestine, and inside that highly coiled structure, that is small intestine. See, these are lungs. See, this liver is situated right side and at the upper part of the stomach, upper part of the abdomen. This liver is situated. See what is given here. It receives secretion from the liver and pancreas. We have studied about liver. Yes, small intestine receives secretion from liver. That means bile juice which is produced by the liver is secreted by the small intestine to digest fats. What is the function of pancreas now? See here, the pancreas is a large cream colored gland located just below the stomach. And the pancreatic juice acts on carbohydrates, fats and proteins and changes them into simpler forms. See here. See here. This yellow colored or a cream colored structure is there. It is nothing but pancreas. This is pancreas. It is situated below the stomach. This liver, it is situated above the stomach, and this pancreas situated below the stomach. Below the stomach. See here, gallbladder, it is a sac-like structure inside the liver, and this is the pancreas situated below the stomach. It digests carbohydrates, fats and proteins and changes them into simpler substances to provide energy to our body. See where this liver is situated? It is situated right side and at the upper part of the abdomen, that means stomach. And where this pancreas located? It is located just below the stomach. And what is the function of this liver? Digestion of fats. What is the function of pancreas? It digests carbohydrates, fats and proteins. See, this liver also produces bile juices. Pancreas produces only the digestive juices, that is called pancreatic juice. Liver produces bile juice, pancreas produces pancreatic juice. And the bile juice which is produced by the liver is stored in the sac. That sac is called gallbladder. This is about small intestine. And I will show you a small video about this. See here how food enters through the small intestine and how it is moving in the intestine. See, this is the starting point of intestine. After that it moves inside the intestine. The food particles which we eat is move inside the small intestine. Like this it will move inside the small intestine. Okay students, we have understood how food moves inside the small intestine. Okay, tomorrow we are going to study about how the food absorbed in the small intestine and how it is digested and where it goes forward. We'll study in the next class. Thank you.